Okay, so let us discuss corrosion and ran acidity. Corrosion and ran acidity. We already discussed oxidation and reduction. Ran acidity. What is corrosion and ran acidity? Both are the daily life application of oxidation. Both are the daily life application of oxidation. What is meant by oxidation? In any chemical reaction, if we add oxygen to the substance or for element of the atom, such reactions are called oxidation reactions. So for in a chemical reaction, when we add hydrogen or when we remove the oxygen, from the compound, we can call as reduction. So examples also we discussed. Let us know about corrosion. Corrosion of metals. So types of chemical reactions completed. Reversible reaction we discussed, non-reversible reaction we discussed, and let us discuss effects of oxidation. Or applications of oxidation in our day-to-day life. Corrosion of metals and ran acidity of food. Corrosion is the process in which metals are eaten up gradually by the action of air, moisture and carbon dioxide. Air, moisture and carbon dioxide also very important. So corrosion. So better when we place a piece of iron outside for a considerable time, this iron reacts with damp air. So combined with the oxygen in the presence of water vapor or the moisture, it gives iron oxide Fe2O3.H2O. So iron oxide hydrate water is called as rust. This is the formula of rust. So iron reacts with the oxygen present in the atmosphere. Atmosphere contains water vapor or the moisture. Then let us discuss, is it balanced chemical equation or not? So three oxygens. Two hydro. Here should write two hydrogens. Okay. 2 plus 1, 3 oxygens. So 3 plus 1, 4 oxygens are there. So here we need to write 2. Okay, if you write 2 4 only. 3 plus 2 4. 3 plus 1 4. But here 5. So whenever you write here 2 and 2, ఇక్కడ కూడా 2 వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ కూడా 1 వస్తుంది. 2 Fe2O3 ఇక్కడ మొత్తం రాయాలి. 4 అవుతాయి. 4 Fe plus 2O2. 4 Fe plus 2O2 na 2 5 3 how many 6 8 and then 3 to 9 6 to 8 4 irons 4 iron hydrogen also balanced. So this is the reaction of corrosion. Reaction of corrosion. So corrosion of metals carried out due to when metals or atoms, especially metals, reacts with oxygen present in the atmosphere in the presence of water vapor or temperature produces forms rust. Forms rust is one of the application of oxidation. Then ran acidity, spoiling of food simply. Spoiling of food, ran acidity. The condition produced by aerial oxidation. Aerial oxidation means if the oxidation takes place by the atmospheric oxygen. If the oxidation reaction takes place by the atmospheric oxygen, we can call the aerial oxidation. So the condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats and oils in food marked by unpleasant smell and taste. Unpleasant smell and taste is called ran acidity. So ran acidity takes place between the reaction of oils and fats present in the food when they react with oxygen. They give a unpleasant smell and taste to food. So when we cut the vegetables, fruits with knife like brinjal and apple, we observe that a brownish layer is formed due to ran acidity. Means the substances in the apple and the brinjal react with the atmospheric oxygen. A brown coating is formed. That is also example of oxidation reaction. Ran acidity. So this is about corrosion and ran acidity. Then how can we prevent these corrosion and ran acidity? So here some questions are given for us. In that some related questions we will discuss regarding the corrosion and ran acidity with examples or with question and answers. We will discuss now. Let us take the first question. So I already posted the questions in the group, in the channel post picture, and I will show you the first only questions. Means 1 mark question answers we will discuss. So once again you have to see the first 1 mark question. A magnesium ribbon is burnt in the presence of oxygen to give magnesium oxide. Rewrite the above reaction as chemical equation. We will discuss. Then let us know the questions. Suggest one method to prevent corrosion. Predict exhalation air is hotter than inhalation air in respiration process. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? Why do we keep food in airtight container? Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped on it? Why is respiration considered exothermic reaction? What happens when iron nail exposed? So these are the some question answers are given. 1 mark question answers. Then the another 1 mark question, another question paper. State the law of conservation of mass. Some questions, right? So let us discuss these 1 mark question answers now. Okay. So if you want, let's check the post of these two model question papers or revising questions in the channel. I posted already. Let us discuss the first one. A magnesium ribbon is burnt in the presence of oxygen. To give magnesium oxide. Rewrite the reaction as chemical equation. Magnesium burns with oxygen. So first question answer. So you know the corrosion and oxidation. Let us discuss one mark question. First one, magnesium. First write the word equation. Magnesium burnt with oxygen. It gives magnesium oxide. The question is, rewrite this reaction as in the form of equation. So let us write magnesium plus oxygen gives rise to magnesium oxide. Let us check, is it balanced chemical equation or not. Magnesium okay. Oxygen 1. So should multiply with 2. Now oxygens are 2. Magnesium 2. So magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. So for more informative, is a solid, is a gas, it is a solid. This is the answer for first question. Then second one. Suggest one method to prevent corrosion. How do we reduce or prevent the corrosion? We have different methods for reducing corrosion. What are they? By applying paint, oil and iron objects or metallic objects. One of the method is galvanization. By galvanization also we can prevent the corrosion. Galvanization is coating of zinc on iron objects. Another one is electroplating. Electroplating is coating of desired metal over the other metal by the process of electrolysis. So by applying oil, grease, paint, by galvanization, by electroplating. Why do we prevent the corrosion? So corrosion weakens the metal objects like iron and steel objects and structures such as railing, car bodies, bridges, ships, etc. and cut the short life. A lot of money has to be spent for that. So prevention of corrosion and steel object. Replace the damaged iron and steel structures. So because of for money purpose, because of more cost you have to spend, then the strength become less. If you did not prevent the corrosion, the strength of the metal objects like iron decreases. Then this is second. Third one, predict, explain. Air is hotter than exhalation air is hotter than inhalation air in respiration process. In connection to that question, there is one more question. Why is respiration considered an exothermic reaction? Before these two, let us know some other question answers which are related to corrosion. Corrosion and RAN acidity we discussed. Suggest one method painting, oil, grease, galvanization, electroplating. One more question also given. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? Why do we paint on iron articles? Why? For preventing corrosion of iron. One more question. What happens when iron nail is exposed? What happens when iron nail is exposed in air or atmosphere? What happens? It forms rust because of iron involved in aerial oxidation. Iron involves in aerial oxidation, reacts with oxygen and form rust. Then, why do silver, gold and platinum not corrode in moist air? Why do silver, gold and platinum not corrode in moist air? Because silver, gold, platinum, these are the less reactive, very less reactive with atmospheric oxygen or atmospheric air. So inert metals are noble metals. Inert metals are noble metals. These gold, silver and platinum does not react with atmospheric oxygen. They are very less reactive or non-reactive with atmospheric air or moist air. So they did not corrode. Then, why should a magnesium ribbon cleaned before burning in air? Why should a magnesium ribbon clean before burning in air? Because of magnesium is a metal. When it is exposed to the atmospheric air, it reacts with atmospheric air and moisture. It forms a white layer is formed on the magnesium ribbon. A white layer is formed on the magnesium ribbon. That white layer or a layer of magnesium oxide. A layer of magnesium magnesium also involved in corrosion. That substance should be removed. The substance should be removed before reacting with the oxygen. Otherwise, the reaction takes place. Take more time. Then, write two conditions of corrosion. There are two conditions for corrosion. One is oxygen, other one is moist air. Condition: moist air and atmospheric oxygen. Then another one, let us take. What is the general term for the process where a metal is attacked by moisture or acids? What is the general term for the process where a metal is attacked by moisture or acids? We can call corrosion. Then, what is the main cause of damage to objects made of iron? Why the iron objects are damaged? Because of corrosion. Name two effects of oxidation in daily life. Name two effects of oxidation in daily life. What are those two effects of oxidation in daily life? Corrosion and RAN acidity. So these are the questions which are related to corrosion. which are related to corrosion. Let us discuss some other question answers which are related to corrosion in a model paper. Balanced chemical equations are given. Okay, let us discuss some questions regarding to ranacity. Ranacity means spoiling of food. The food contains fats and oils, react with atmospheric air and forms unpleasant. The food become unpleasant smell and taste. So let us discuss. Given or not, let us take. One question given. Why do we keep food in airtight containers? Why do we keep food in airtight containers? Because we have to use some prevention methods for reducing ranacity. What are they are? We must add any antioxidant substances. Second one, packing of food in nitrogen gas. Chips, kurkures and food packings are filled with nitrogen. Nitrogen prevent the ranacity. Similarly, when we store the food items in airtight container means food in airtight containers. So no air is entered into the food items. So no ranacity takes place. Ranacity can be retarded by keeping food in refrigerators, airtight containers. Ranacity can be retarded by storing food away from the light, placing in a refrigerator using antioxidants, food packing covers filled with nitrogen gas. So whatever the method we use, all the methods are helpful to us to prevent ranacity. So simple questions also given. The other one, oil and fat containing food items are flushed with nitrogen. Why? Because of nitrogen is unreactive gas. There is no oxygen in air to causes oxidation to make it ranacity. When we fill with nitrogen, only with nitrogen, the nitrogen doesn't contain oxygen, so food cannot be spoiled. Then the next one, name the gas that can be used for storage of fresh sample of chips for a long time. Nitrogen gas. So these are the some processes which are related to oxidation applications. Corrosion and ranacity. Let us discuss some other question answers. State the law of conservation of mass in a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, mass neither created nor destroyed. Is the law of conservation of mass. Then write the common name for calcium oxide. The common name is lime or quicklime. When it is reacted with water, it gives it gives calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Formula CaOH taken twice. It is called slaked lime. It is called slaked lime. So calcium carbonate, CaCO3, it is called limestone. It is called limestone. Very important. When calcium carbonate is heated, calcium oxide is formed. For this calcium oxide, when we add calcium water, it gives calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium hydroxide. Next. Next one. Next reaction, the question. Why is photosynthesis considered an endothermic reaction? Why is photosynthesis considered an endothermic reaction? Endothermic reaction. There are two reactions. One is exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Exothermic reactions and exothermic reactions. Change in temperature. Depending upon the change in temperature, so two kinds are there, endothermic and exothermic. Endothermic and exothermic. Endothermic reaction means in any chemical reaction takes place by absorbing heat. By absorbing heat is called as endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Example, this one, calcium carbonate on heating, it gives calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This decomposition reaction carried out or takes place by absorbing heat. So such kind of reaction is called endothermic reaction. We know why photosynthesis is called endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. So carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, it gives glucose. Photosynthesis C6H12O6. C6H12O6. Photosynthesis reaction. Photosynthesis reaction carried out by the absorbing sun energy. By absorbing sun energy. So that's why photosynthesis is an example for endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Then coming to other one, exothermic reactions. Exothermic reaction. In any chemical reaction, if heat energy is produced, such reactions are called exothermic reaction. Let us discuss with example. For this lime or quick lime, calcium oxide. When we add water to calcium oxide, so it gives calcium hydroxide, nothing but slaked lime, and also liberate heat energy, and also produce heat energy. So that's why it is an example for exothermic reaction. It is an example for exothermic reaction. Similarly, respiration. Respiration is also example for exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. When the food, nothing but the glucose reacts with oxygen present in our body, energy is produced. So in any chemical reaction, energy is produced. Such reactions are called exothermic reactions. Right? So question asked like this. What is that question? What type of reaction takes place during respiration? Exothermic reaction. Takes place. Due to that exothermic reaction, due to carbon dioxide release, hot air. We know hot air rises up. So predict exhalation air is hotter than inhalation air in respiration process. After the respiration process, we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide. Hot because of heat energy or energy is produced. So exhalation air is hotter than inhalation of air in respiration process. Then one more question regarding to this exothermic and what type of reaction occurs in the digestion of food? What type of reaction occurs in digestion of food in our body? Exothermic. Because of energy is produced. So in any chemical reaction, energy is produced. Such reactions are called as exothermic reaction. So during digestion, starch, carbohydrate is broken down with oxygen in the cells of our body to produce energy. That process is called respiration. In addition, other function, this energy maintains our body heat. So respiration, the reaction during digestion, is the example for exothermic reaction. So exhalation air is hotter than inhalation air. So these are regarding to exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Next question. What does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped on it? So copper sulfate, which is a blue in color, aqueous solution, blue in color. When it is add iron to it, so iron sulfate plus copper is formed. So the color of iron sulfate is green, pale green. So color of iron sulfate change. This is an example for chemical displacement. Because here the copper is displaced by the iron. Why cannot we stir silver nitrate solution with copper spoon? Why cannot we stir the silver nitrate solution with copper spoon? Because of silver is replaced by the copper. Silver is replaced by the copper. So that's why we cannot use copper to stir. When copper strip is placed in solution of silver nitrate, then copper nitrate solution and silver nitrate is formed. AgNO3, silver nitrate plus copper. So gives copper nitrate, plus silver plus silver. Silver is replaced by the copper. These two reactions are example for displacement due to more reactivity. Iron is more reactive than copper, so copper displaced. Silver is less reactive than copper, so copper displaces the iron. See, that's why we should not use. Name one observation that helps in determining if a chemical reaction has occurred. Name one observation with the helps determine if a chemical reaction is occurred or not. How can we know chemical change is happening or a chemical reaction is happening? How can we know? So during a chemical reaction, some changes are there to observe. During chemical reaction, what are those changes? A gas is evolved. A gas may be evolved. A precipitate is formed. Then heat may be released or absorbed. Right? Change in the color of substance. There is some changes in the physical states also. What are the changes are happened? How do we know a chemical reaction happened or not? Change in temperature. Instead of heat, we can write change in temperature. Change in temperature, change in the color, a precipitate is formed, a gas is evolved. Here, when we heat, carbon dioxide gas is emitted. Here, heat energy is produced. Right? So here, blue color changes into green. Here, color change, chemical reaction happening. Here, gas is chemical reaction happening. So, in the reaction between barium chloride and sodium sulfate, one of the example for displacement reaction, double displacement reaction. So, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride is formed. Precipitate is formed. So, all are there. So, to know if the chemical reaction occurred or not, we have to observe any one of this. Next. What type of reaction occurs when an iron nail is placed in copper sulfate solution? Double displacement reaction occurs. Change in color of copper sulfate solution takes place. So these are all question answers. What is the new substance formed during a chemical reaction? That new substance is called products or yield. Product or yield. So this is about revision of chapter chemical reactions and equations. So almost all completed. How do we know a chemical reaction takes place? The changes are takes place. And we discussed how to balance the chemical equation. We discussed all types of chemical reactions. In that we discussed combination, displacement, decomposition, double displacement, oxidation, reduction, redox reactions, corrosion, ran acidity, and exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. All are we discussed, right? So please follow my channel, subscribe my channel. If you not subscribed, please watch the videos, share my channel, please give like. So whenever you give the like, then reach more people. So that's all for today's session. We revise the chapter chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations. So thank you so much for listening, and please share the channel with your friends who are studying in other schools. Thank you so much.